Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 7th, 2025 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Virgo, let's see what the tarot has to say. And if you know this deck, leave a pink heart in the comment box below, because that means you're one of the originals. So let's see here. Angels and spirit guides, show them clearly. Ooh, I love that as the heart of this time, starting off with a gift of profit and success. And then, ooh, interesting. 10 of Swords, challenge, Hangman, where we need to focus, justice, what's leaving, Temperance is our strength. Ooh, the 4 of Wands, that's lovely. Angels and spirit guides. Knight of Swords, advice, the 2 of Swords is the environment. The King of Cups, interesting. It's the hopes and the fears. And the King of Wands is the outcome. I like that for you very much. Okay, so the energy that we're going to be leaning towards during this full moon in Pisces is going to be a masculine energy, because we have the King of Wands and the King of Cups here. So just being aware of that you're going to be much more interested in concrete results right here, right now. This is where I'm going. This is what I want. And I don't want people to argue with me. This is what I'm saying. That's going to be the energy that you're bringing forward. So being aware of that, Virgo, is going to be very important for you, because this full moon is in Pisces. Pisces is our sister sign. It can make things a little bit complex, because like a sister, it can bring out the best or it can bring out the worst in us. Also, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the ruler of the unseen world. Whereas we are ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication. Like, we want things to be heard. We want things to come forward. It's like seen, heard, understood. That's what we like. We like things to be very concrete. And this is more ephemeral. So just being aware of that. At the heart during this time is the Ace of Pentacles, prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. These are the gifts that God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, are handing you. Now, you're also going to see that dreams are coming forward during this time, but dreams that you have wished for, dreams that you are building within yourself, are starting to get a blueprint into reality. That's also going to be one of the powerful things that this full moon in Pisces is bringing. We are going to see ourselves walking through the portal to a new understanding of what we want, of where we're going, of what we desire. But there's a sense of, I'm planting something, I'm creating something. Now, the challenge here is the 10 of Swords. We are transforming. Transformations are always painful, right? So we could have been going through a very painful time in our lives. We could be a little bit overwhelmed. We could be doubting and fearing. But there's a lot going on in our heads that, Virgo, we might not be talking about. And we do need to talk about it. We do need to connect. So that's going to be important here. With the 10 of Swords, It is the fact that you've been stabbed in the back. You've been betrayed by people. You've been overwhelmed. You might feel betrayed by yourself. I was supposed to be here at this time. What's wrong with me? Listen, I have come to the conclusion that, in our world, we want to be the 20 under 20, right? We want to be the 30 under 30. We want to hit those pinnacles of success when we are very young, when we are young and still gaining understanding of ourselves. And if we don't do it by those catchphrases in a magazine, then we haven't achieved. So if most of the world sees themselves as failures, well, then everybody else who has succeeded can keep on moving forward and taking all the prosperity for themselves. So this is a time to say, I'm not living by anybody else's rules, but mine when it comes to my success, my prosperity, and my abundance. I'm moving forward in love, compassion, honor of soul, honor of self. I am moving forward in respect, but I am building my life. And you're taking all the swords out of your back. It's like, I'm done with this. Here, it's making a cage for her, right? She feels like she is trapped, but she is not. She can get up. She can pull herself onto the rock. It's cold. It's overwhelming, but she can find her footing. And that's what Spirit's saying for you. It's cold. It's overwhelming, Virgo, but you can find your footing. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is with a person, the Ten of Swords has the person with the swords all in their back, right? They're stabbed in the back, and it's overwhelming and intense and not cute. It's not nice. And so there, you take the swords out of your back. Here, you see that you are not caged. You see that you are free. And that is going to be very important because the mind has made a cage. The mind has said, we're done, right? And that's not your truth. And it moves us then to where we need to focus is on the Hangman. See things differently. You see things differently, and you've berated yourself for seeing things differently. And yet that's where your greatest talent lies. And aligns for yourself. It's not going to be in doing what everybody else can do. They have everybody else to do that. You get to bring a uniqueness, a passion, an understanding forward, right? If you have stumbled across this tarot channel, right? I don't read the cards like everybody else does. And I can berate myself for that, or I could say, this is me. This is how I love to do it. This is how Spirit speaks to me. This is how I'm moving forward. And so that is what Spirit is saying here. Do not try and put yourself in a box that you will, first of all, rebel against, and secondly, do not belong in. You just don't belong there. Embracing your difference, embracing seeing yourself in a different world, a different understanding. Here, this is awakening. I forget the story here, but of the Hangman, this picture is being transported to another world. And that's what it feels like at times. It's like we've been transformed to or transported to another world. Things have transformed around us, and we might not know the rules. We might not understand. We can feel like a fish out of water. We can feel like, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? There's questions that come forward. So being aware of this is going to be super important. Now we're coming out of a time where justice was. So justice is also Libra energy, time frame September 23rd to October 22nd. A Libra could have been playing a very powerful role in our life during this time. But this is also a time where we have been learning about justice. Now, that could be that Spirit was teaching us about justice, which meant that we were going through things that were just and things that were not just. We were overwhelmed, and we kind of felt like free-falling. That's going to be an important thing to know. And we're coming out of a time where we're finding balance, where we found balance, where we gained an understanding, at least even in the balance of, I don't want this. That's not my truth. That's not what's harmonizing me. That's not what's moving me forward. And sometimes saying no to things is even more powerful than saying yes to things. So you're going through a time of justice and balance within your own life. You could have also been going through legal issues, which sucked up a lot of your time and your energy. And that could have been from the past. That could have been a little bit ago, but it was very stressful on you. And the body keeps score, right? The body remembers. And letting go of that energy now is also going to be very important. It moves us then to Temperance. Now, this is Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. And this is going deeper into what you love, deeper into what you want, deeper into your truth. It's very interesting because Temperance and Justice, those are the law cards, right? Temperance is all about truth, and Justice is all about, justice. And sometimes Justice doesn't care about the truth. But does that matter? Yeah, it doesn't care about the nuances of things. It just cares about this is the letter of the law. So you can also be going through a bit of a chaos around that, where like the letter of the law was different than the truth of it all. So just being aware, or the nuance really does matter. So being aware of that is going to be super important during this time. We're finding balance and finding understanding and pouring into the cup, pouring into the well of your creativity, of your intuition. Temperance is also ruled by, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So your strength is really going to shine during this time. But your strength is going to be, say the truth. Say the truth of what you want. Say the truth of what you desire. Say the truth of where it is that you want to be. Because it's moving us then to the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is our near future. And that is this place of celebration. Now, this could be wedding and moving house and, new car and new job and new this and new that. But how many times do we get to have the shiny, bright dopamine hit of the absolute new and novel? Not all the time. What we're going to see here is that this is saying celebrate your life. Celebrate the little things. Celebrate the beautiful things within your heart, within your soul, within yourself. Build a celebration of existence. And it moves us then to the advice of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, amplifying the Libra that is in our past, that's leaving. Its power is not as prevalent as it once was. But the Knight of Swords is the hero of the story. I always see him as Prince Philip. I know if you've been here, you're like, oh, come on, Dane. Prince Philip? Yes, absolutely. Prince Philip in Sleeping Beauty, when he slays the dragon, awakens the princess, and lives happily ever after. And that's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. We're going to slay the demons within our lives, slay the doubts and the fears that we have around ourselves. Cut through the poison, right? He cuts through the rose bushes and he ascends. He ascends into higher consciousness. He awakens a part of himself that was dormant for way too long. He awakens his sacred feminine, but it can also be our sacred masculine. It can be our sacredness in and of itself. We don't have to label it. We just have to accept it, that we are ascending, that we are seeing, that we are gaining an understanding of what we want. And the environment that we're in is that we're choosing a path that was less walked. We're choosing a way forward that wasn't always seen. And it brings us then to the King of Cups, which is our hopes and our fears. And this moon brings forward, because it's in Pisces, and Pisces is represented by the cups in the minor arcana, it brings forward this sense of, what do you dream of? What do you love? What do you want? What are you looking for? And the hope is that we find it. The fear is that we're always asking. But always asking is not necessarily a bad thing. You don't have to have it all figured out, and that is okay. Even a king who is seen as and turned to by everyone, oh, you have the answers, doesn't have to. It's kind of like being a parent or a teacher or working with children, and they're like, oh, you have all the answers, and you're like, good luck, I hope this works, type of thing. So just embracing the energy that you do not have to know all the answers, but you are embracing healing here, and you are embracing passion, transformation, and insight as you step into your future. And your future is the King of Wands. Your future is that fire, that passion, that determination. Your future is the sense of, I'm alive and I am here and I have every right to breathe in, hold my shoulders back, hold my head up high, and take up space within my universe, within myself. This is the passion that gets us out of bed in the morning. This is the love with the King of Cups that moves us forward, that guides us, that says the heart is not something to hide. It's not our emotions running amok, and we fear if we let our emotions come forward that our emotions will run amok. It is seeing our emotions, it's embracing care, and it's moving forward through nurture. And as we move forward through nurture, we move forward in fire and tenacity and determination. It brings us then to our Lunar message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, you got a bonus card. Lucky yo. Lucky duck. Okay. So we have focus. prosperity lies ahead, but we do need to focus. Okay? That's going to be really important, Virgo. Say what it is that you want. That's why your strength is truth, right? Your strength is temperance, it's balance, it's truth, it's saying what you desire. Will you move forward in the power of the moon? And don't let your past hold you back. But will you let your past hold you back? Will you have already let yourself have been defined? And yes, we all have definitions that we carry with us, all mean, nasty things that people have said to us. But do they get to rule our lives? Because here, have clear boundaries. Do not let pride get in the way. Do not let the ego take over and say, this is what I want. This is what I need, and I'm going to prove to everybody that they were wrong. I mean, okay, so I kind of like that. I do kind of like, this is what I want, this is what I need, and I'm going to prove you wrong. I do like that. I feel like a lot of that fuels me myself, and that could just be my ego coming through. But also, you need to take care of yourself. But don't let pride get in the way of what you truly want to move forward in, what you truly want for yourself, because you're supposed to be something else, or you're supposed to be doing something else, or you're comparing yourself to somebody else whose talents are absolutely different than your own. Hold your vision to what you want for your life and open up the door. It brings us then to your spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is spontaneous. We want to be spontaneous. We want to go and we want to do things. But having a spontaneous spirit can also be having one of joy, one of happiness. It's not external validation. And that can also be pride, like, oh, look how great I am at all this stuff. It's letting yourself be happy in the quiet moments. And I do apologize if I sound a bit congested. I have a bit of a cold, which is rude. It's just rude. It moves us then to our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. And this is communication. This is the throat chakra. Again, we're ruled by Mercury. Communication is super, super, super important for us. So just be aware of that during this time, that you're going to want to communicate, that you're going to want to talk, that you're going to want to see things, but you can also be very overwhelmed by the communication of others. So there's going to be a nuance to you during this time. So here it's opening up your throat chakra, but also knowing that you're taking in a lot of information from the world around you, right? You're taking in what is being said by people, but also the energy. You're picking up on their energy. You're picking up on their emotions. You're picking up on, the everything. Your communication is not just what's being said in the moment. So being aware of that is going to be super important for you during this time. And really being honest with what you want and kind of letting that knowledge kind of stew your energy forward. It brings us to the energy to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides. This is the Hierophant. This is the rules and an order. This can be teachers. This can be, bosses. This can be people that are like, these are the rules. And you can be like, no. You might have had trouble with authority figures, growing up. Like, why do you get to tell me what to do? Type of deal. And you can still be rebelling against them. So here, it can be a release of that. It's like, I don't need to prove anything to you. You don't have a say over my life anymore. Or even if they do, like, I'm now taking control of what I want. And this is also going to be a time where you're finding your truth. You're finding your power. You're finding what's right for you. You're finding your tradition. Do not fall into other people's traditions if they do not sing to your soul. It moves us then to the subconscious spirit message. And this is fairy tale. Now, I love fairy tales. I love stories. I love fairy tales. I think we are all a conglomeration of stories and insights. And that's what we are made of. We are all a really good story. And so it's connecting with the fairy tales. It's connecting with the stories that we loved when we were little. It's connecting with myths and with legends and with deeper understanding. And it's knowing that humanity is held in a fairy tale, in a story. And it's true. And so let yourself honor your story, because it doesn't have to be all one way or another. It gets to be a beautiful mess. It gets to be a beautiful becoming. And these aren't necessarily Disney stories. I mean, we're not talking about Disney fairy tales. We're talking about the original ones, that were darker and more intense and more overwhelming. And, sometimes it was hard to see where the happily ever after actually was. And it moved us then to the subconscious chakra message, which is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. This is connecting with your gut. This is connecting with your intuition and your instincts and your deeper understanding of what it is that you want. And it brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the Three of Wands. We can see a lot of different things that we want to do, a lot of different ways that we want to move forward. Pick one. Pick one thing and move forward in that direction at a time. But this is going to be a time where what we're going to see is this moon is very good as saying to us, let go of what you believe and connect with spirit and see how spirit opens the door. And there's a need for a leap of faith during this time. That's scary, but it's also beautiful. It brings us then to extremes. This moon holds extremes to it. It can be overwhelming, it can be beautiful, it can be powerful. But through those extremes, a personal issue reaches resolution. And it brings us then to the universe opening up to us, or us opening up to the universe, stepping forward in a way where we are this ephemeral being of snow and of wind, cascading with the stars, never held back. And we're going to see ourselves as set free. And it might not be, we're not an ephemeral being. We can't just jump into the wind as human beings ourselves. But through meditation, through connection with the earth and our energy, we are opening up doors in a way that old boundaries are not going to be held to the same. And it's going to be very liberating for us. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of yourself. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed moon and a blessed life. Bye.